G'day guys, MF West here, and today I have my Chuliax Heroic Guide on Heroic for Unholy Death Knights. This fight couples into the first three bosses that are considered very easy. It is a very simple fight, your guild shouldn't struggle on it. If you are struggling on it, you have to look at the mechanics because they are quite simple, and there's no easy enrage timers. It's a very simple fight. As a melee, pretty easy fight. As you guys know, there are cakes that you need to be eaten during some of the phases. As a melee, you only really need to eat the cakes that are within melee range, so the rest is up to the range to be getting. It is quite a range dominated fight by mechanics, but I'm just going to give you guys a few tips and tricks, as well as talk about the opener and everything, and where I maximize my DPS and such. Alright, first of all, before I get into the actual video, talents. If you haven't watched my most recent video about the new talent changes to Unholy with the buff in 7.15 that came out a few days ago, you need to watch that video. But all I go over is that Ebon Fever is now our go-to talent for single targets. I did all the number crunching, did all the sims, and it is way ahead than anything else. We're talking like 40, 50k DPS increase rather than taking all server bursting swords. So, yeah. For this fight, you're going to see me do around in the upward regions of 580k, I think. And with this setup, I got a 96 percentile, so I really recommend running this. Now, a lot of you will be asking yourself, do I run Necrosis or Infected Claws? There's a few conditions. Do you like the Necrosis playstyle? If so, then use it. Are you experienced with it? Then yes, you do need to practice using it. Don't just change it like I'm telling you now. Do you have Force Set? Necrosis synchronizes very, very well with Force Set, with our Force Set from Nighthold. Otherwise, if you're answering no to those questions, then take Infected Claws. Infected Claws is a much better rotation, smoother rotation as well. So, yeah, these are like the talents that I run with for this fight. So, guys, let's get right into the fight. Alright guys, and here we are on Chuliax. Now the countdown's going down, and at 7 seconds, again, you want to army, and at around 2 seconds, I pot, Dark Transformation, pop Gargoyle, and we use Lust at the start of our pool. I'm going to get kind of lucky, and within 2 Festering Strikes, I get to 6 wounds, sorry for Apocalypse, and then you want to prioritize bursting your wounds. Now, the main difference in the rotation now that we have Ebon Fever is that Virulent Plague is actually on a very low cooldown. So a few mistakes that I make here, I actually clip my my Virulent Plague buff quite a lot. You do not want to let Virulent Plague drop, guys. It's very important that you keep that buff up. It is a huge DPS increase. I might actually put the logs down in the description in the comments, but Virulent Plague is my top damaging spell. To look at the ticks on the side there, it is ridiculous how much damage Virulent Plague is doing right now, guys. So dodge the pools on the ground, very easy. If you see a cake nearby, pick it up. It's very easy. Fight, guys. And then just focus on your rotation. Now, your first Sorry when it comes off cooldown, it's not going to be in line with Apocalypse, but the next time it comes off cooldown, it will be in line with Apocalypse. So, yeah. Now, for the Annihilation CD, look what I just did there. I just moved into the middle of the room before the beam even came. So, Unholy Death Knights, guys, we have horrible, horrible, horrible mobility. All we have is Wraith Walk. And trust me, if you're in the outer ring of the room, Wraith Walk will not get you to the boss if you choose to run to the boss when Annihilation's about to hit. You need to run before Annihilation hits, guys. As you can see, I was almost in the middle of the room by the time Annihilation hit. Because I know that it can get quite rough. And if you get hit by the laser, yeah, you're dead and you know you're the raid. So around 5 seconds, what I do is I put Festering Strike on the boss, so he has wounds. So as I'm running, I can still DPS with Clawing Shadows. And then obviously when he hits the middle, if you aren't in the middle at the time, he can knock you back even more. So more reason to actually get into the middle. For the next Annihilation City, you'll see it now. For the Scrubbers though, guys, basically if you have a debuff like a ring around you, you want to get out of the raid. I have never gotten that debuff. I think it's a range debuff specifically, but yeah. So as you can see, the next time I use my pre-pot will be when I have Gargoyle, Soul Reaper, and Apocalypse all up. Look at my DPS. I'm at 666k right now. I'm doing insane amount of damage right now, guys. Even Fever. Love it. And as you can see, Annihilation's coming up in 13 seconds. Arcing Bonds are going to be now. You want to run to the affected player with it. But I see Annihilation CD, so I pop AMS, and I'm going to run to the middle. The boss has 4 wounds. I'm running to the middle, and I'm popping the wounds as the boss jumps to the middle. As you can see, he jumps there. You want to get on his side, guys. You don't want to be in front of him or behind him. And just remember, the laser can actually, it can change direction. So always be just in the middle of the laser, as you can see our raid group here. Very, very simple, guys. Okay, so as you can see, Gargoyle's off cooldown. I'm just waiting now for Sorry and Apocalypse. I know that this is the only other time I'm going to be using Gargoyle in this fight, because of the fight duration, so I time it with my pre-pot. So as you're going to see here, I start to dump some Runic Power. I'm going to pre-pot Gargoyle, as you can see, then I'm going to Soripa and Apocalypse. I just get in time to reach that Apocalypse. The boss almost evaded me there. And I'm going to go from 590k, right? I popped all that shit at 590k DPS. Watch my DPS spike with this pre-pot and this everything, Dark Transformation, you name it. It's going to spike quite heavily. Now, we don't make another Annihilation City, the boss dies before then, but yeah. And as I said, guys, I didn't pick up any cakes this fight, but if there are any cakes in melee range, just get it. It's very easy. It will wipe you if you guys don't pick up the cakes. And if you see range on doing their job, I guess also go pick up a cake, but your DPS will depreciate because of that. But yeah, guys, this boss is pretty much down. Quite a simple boss. I actually enjoy it. It's quite a fun boss. And yeah, this is heroic. Normal also, it's just the complete face roll as well. So I get my last Sorry stack in there. And for those wondering, I am 894 item level. I have 80 for this fight. I had 81% haste and sorry, 81% mastery and 22% haste. I almost died there from the arcing bonds because my partner was on the other side of the. Actually, I still have it on me. I still have it on me. The guy on the other side of the room has it on. That's really funny. But yeah, the boss is gonna go down here, guys, and that is over. Yeah, I did pass 94, 96%, but that was because Ebon Fever just came out, and I was like one of the only DKs using it. So, yep, that's the fight, guys. Have an awesome day, guys. MF West out. Peace.